Greetings, everyone. Well, I did a lot of work today on the ship, and this is just about finished. I just need a few final details. I'm working on the deck guns of the ship. You can see them there, and I'm going to have a separate video on how I made these deck guns. Let me show you what I did today. Okay, I'm going to take the camera in hand now so it's more flexible. And is a view of some of the deck guns. These are all homemade. And I put the attachments here, the wire attachments for the boat. These actually come off. And there's some wires there that went into the hull of the boat. So they're not only hot glued, but the wire has penetrated the cardboard and foam. So it's nice and sturdy. And this boat fits a bunch of figures. I'll show you in a minute. There's my driving wheel, which still moves. And then the big thing is the deck guns today. I'm working on a few of these. I have a few left to do. And I made different styles. Haven't finished. There's one over there as well. And then if you lift this, you have more deck guns in here. And these are different. These are the long guns. Right, and I added that muzzle in front to give the illusion that these are, well, heavy pounders. And then they go right there, right by the window. You can see both guns there. Okay, and then of course the big thing today is to work on the masts. And as you can see, I have the masts already almost finished. I need to add a couple little things. But the skeleton of the masts is done, and then it has some supports down there. You can see the wooden supports there, so the masts don't sink into the foam. And then I also added these supports to help support. Here's another support for the bow pole right there. Okay, now these masts do turn the way they would have. Usually it was this piece that turned, not the entire mast. But, you know, this is cool if I want to angle the sails a little bit, like it's catching the wind, right? So you could do it either straight or, you know, angled a bit. And that's about it. This boat does come off, and I already took the wires off, and see, it comes off. And there's a little holding rack there. It's at first I was on the fence about that little rack, but when everything is painted and all is said and done, I guess it's going to be fine. But here's my boat, and I'm going to put some figures on it. And there it is. I can fit my entire Frostgrave warband right there, complete with the little helms. And yes, the bases look a little funky on the boat, but hey, it is what it is. That's how this type of gaming is. And so, yeah, there is the whole Frostgrave warband coming out of the ship to the frozen docks of Felstad. That's just one of the many uses for this ship. I made this little anchor, and hopefully when I paint it all, it'll look good. And it's just hanging off the bow of the ship right now. Actually did more work on this today, guys. So here are the masts. And then here is the rudder mast, and it actually moves. Not that that's really important. And I'll explain that in another video, but there's the rudder mast, the second mast here, and then the primary mast with a working crow's nest. You can actually put a figure in there. And here is, for example, one of my figures from War Machine, and he has a telescope, and that is absolutely perfect for this boat. Okay, and so there's all of the things. So guns, rowboat, working wheel, working masts, working crow's nest. It's looking pretty good. Thank you everyone for joining me on this project. It is time to finish this boat and get things going, get it painted. There's still some work to do on it, and get it to the tabletop where we can use it in our games. Thanks again, folks.